Welcome to the only daily podcast focusing on compliance news of the day. Each morning, start your day with a cup of coffee and Tom Fox, the voice of compliance, to hear about 4 of the top compliance, corruption, or leadership stories you will need to start your day. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.
First, a word from our sponsor, Ethico.
In the intricate world of ethics and compliance, each second is precious, and slow case closures are more than just delays, they're missed opportunities. Enter Ethico. Our solution revolutionizes case management, cutting case closure times in half and turning every challenge into a chance for improvement. Imagine a workspace where efficiency and compliance coexist harmoniously. Don't just dream of faster resolutions, make it your reality. Visit ethico.com/CPN today to book a demo and dive into our exclusive white paper by Tom Fox, 2023, The Year in Compliance. Empower your team with the tools they deserve.
The Daily Compliance News for January 16, 2023. The Crown Jewel edition. We begin with that story from Business Insider, which in a very, if not provocative, interesting article asserts that the Chinese military appears to have a serious corruption problem. This, when you couple this with what happened to Russia after, not after the Ukraine invasion, but during the Ukraine invasion, where you saw that the Russian army was basically stripped from its readiness due to corruption, really points out the invidiousness of corruption and how it can be a national security issue. The import of the article is that the U.S. military can't really depend on that, but it is clear that that could be a big problem for the Chinese. Next up, from the Risk and Compliance Journal at the Wall Street Journal, David Smagala reporting that the crypto firm Genesis Global Trading will pay $8 million to the New York State Department of Financial Services for its alleged failings in AML and cybersecurity programs. It's part of the now bankrupt Genesis Global Holdco, which closed its U.S. spot crypto trading operations in September, is in the process of winding down. As part of the settlement with the DFS, the trading unit will surrender its BIT license, which allowed it to operate a crypto business in New York. The next story comes to us from the New York Times, and it once again delves into a national security issue, this time the Ukrainian war. And interestingly, it has allowed Ukraine as a government to rein in the oligarchs, which had caused it so much trouble on the world stage, largely because Russia has destroyed the plants and physical facilities of the Ukrainian oligarchs. So something actually positive out of this, although it's hard to see much of anything positive coming out. And our final story comes to us from the Financial Times, which reports that Bill Ackman is going to sue the German media group Axel Springer over allegations his wife engaged in plagiarism. It's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. Once you bring a lawsuit, you unleash forces on your wife that you don't know about. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network and a proud member of C-Suite Radio. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow.